Love your wrinkled shirt, Hawk, because freedom and Jesus.
That's right. Absolutely.
I don't understand the context of that, but I'll go with it.
I made a, I said that in a TikTok that
Oh,
I
you
got a new
did?
shirt and
Okay.
I'm not ironing it before I wear it because
Oh,
freedom
got
and
it.
Jesus.
Right. Yeah. Got to take
Ironing
freedom.
is a sin.
Got to take the freedom while we can. I think Jesus will be around for a while with these clowns,
Exactly.
but all right. How's everybody doing? Hey, Aaron and Chris, Caroline.
The usual suspects are all here.
Somebody wants Blue Side History wants to know if Hawk's going to yell at us. You going to yell at people?
Possibly. It's increasingly likely these days.
That's true. I can vouch for that. All right. Dangerous loves the snorts. Hawk, thanks for showing me that. You're welcome. That's free of charge.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's the bonus plan.
Yeah. So, yeah, Linda says
I,
heavy
I
heart.
forgot my box of Kleenex.
Yeah. Feel you, Linda.
Sonoma County.
Yeah.
Hey, Kimber.
Where's everybody coming from? Hey, Kimber. Hey, Chris.
Oh,
Hey,
on
Kate.
TikTok. So everybody on YouTube, I'm also going live on TikTok, and I just saw in the comments somebody in the TikTok comments is from Mansfield, Ohio.
Oh, yikes. Did you block them?
No,
All right. Well, send my condolences.
yeah,
Thanks, Kim. Mogulfly, I'm about to
and we
eat
got
like a.
Columbus as well,
Oh, yeah,
Cleveland,
oh, yeah.
Maine.
Canadians. Mark and ex-Marin County. Awesome. Love when the Canadians show up. Portland, Buffalo, New York, UK. Jane, welcome. Dallas, Texas. Florida, South Jersey. Toronto. Right on. Colorado, New Jersey, Virginia. Welcome, everybody. Did we do this last week? I feel like it's been. I think we did, but.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we didn't?
You had a photo shoot.
Was that last week?
Yeah.
Wow, damn. Time flies. Wyoming, Davis, solid blue part of Virginia. Whoa, Reynoldsburg, Ohio.
Zelda.
Zelda
Zelda's
in the
here.
house, right on. Pennsylvania, Colorado. Aaron says we did it last week.
We did?
Neither one of us know. I think we did. I think it was the week before.
Oh,
Kim said, been binging Hawk droppings to episode 23. Yeah, I
oh,
know.
that's awesome.
Thumbnails on those, yeah. Hawk was right, no doubt. I
About
remember
what?
I just remember so many times you saying a year before the election, saying how much the next year was going to suck. And I was like, I mean, come on, it can't be that bad, right? It's not going to be that bad.
Yeah.
Surely we're not going to elect this
I did
fucking
say
clown
that.
again. You did over and over and over. Yeah,
I did.
Wiseacre was
I
here
did.
last week. He's not. I texted him to see if he wanted to come on this week. But so if anybody sees him in the chat, let me know. Jay Wilson wants to know if you recovered from Vegas. Man, I keep clicking the wrong chat.
Yes. Yes, I recovered from
Oh,
Vegas.
that's right, Aaron. Prom photos last week. Yeah, we didn't get it together to do the photo thing this week, but I do want to do that. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I'm with you, Mark. I can't remember what I had for breakfast either.
Hey,
That's
Lindsay,
right. Wiseacre was in rare form
Marco
last
Island.
week.
Hey, Shugu. Yeah, the
Bear
pups are all
Lake.
here. They're out in the living room with Falcon.
Yep, all three of them. Thankfully, none of them are chewing on a treat right now. We even got Angel here. He's completely comatose. Ah, How's everybody doing?
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob. Could not fucking great, Bob. Where's Eeyore? Who's Eeyore? People like the shirt. It's a hit.
Thanks, Aaron. I bought 6 of these today, all different colors.
Do you have a shirt shopping issue?
No, I have the exact opposite of a shirt shopping issue. I find one that I like, and then I buy 20 of that shirt
I think
that
that's
are
the
all
issue.
different.
That's the issue I was
But then
referencing.
dude, I'm good for shirts for like the next 4 years.
I think you have about 15 to 20 times the amount of shirts I have.
That's likely. I need to clean out my shirt closet. It has not happened yet. I have a lot of
Power
long sleeve
shopper.
button-up shirts that I don't wear anymore. I got to get rid of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a snap guy, right? No buttons.
I love snap shirts. No, I like these, man. These are good.
Upstate New York. Denise says, I just heard they're going after Medicare. Oh, they're going after Medicare.
Yeah,
Long
so I think it was
time they've been talking
they
about
tried to
that.
hide it, but I think it was the Congressional Budget Office that did a breakdown
Oh, no,
of the
Aaron.
budget bill that they're going to pass tonight. Thank you so much, Aaron.
Aaron just gave
That's
you money
awesome.
for a 7th shirt. Buy one for Falcon, too. Thank you,
And
Aaron.
Republicans tried to hide it, but language that they put in there is going to result in a $500 billion cut to Medicare, along with the $900 billion cut to Medicaid. So they're just trying to zero out all federal health insurance coverage entirely for everybody.
So
for
the
elderly, for
Medicare,
the poor.
that's new. The Medicaid has always been in there, but the Medicare thing is new.
Yeah, and it was interesting because Donald Trump went and met with House Republicans at Congress yesterday and told them not to make any cuts to Medicaid because he campaigned on no cuts to Medicaid.
Oh, man.
So I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Well, they don't either, so.
They don't know what they're doing either. They have no idea.
Yeah, I was thinking Medicaid that they've been talking about for a long time, but Medicare. So I think you just did a TikTok on that, right?
I did, and
Thank you,
somebody,
Trixie.
hey B Roach, how you doing, man? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, thank you, Trixie.
I think you were talking.
Oh no, what I was going to somebody was asking me what spin are they going to put on this waste, fraud, and abuse. They're saying that all of the cuts that they are making are clearing out waste, fraud, and abuse.
But how do they use that to justify they're giving all of that to the billionaires?
Job creators. They're going to take that money and invest in their factories and create jobs. That's their spin. Hey, Yvette, Australia. And it's like every argument they're making on, I just lost all your sound.
My sound?
Falcon, say something. Oh,
Hello?
there you go.
I wasn't saying anything.
Were you moving your lips without making any noise?
I was not aware of that.
Okay. No, they're just saying it's all waste, fraud, and abuse. And the MAGA base are stupid and gullible enough to now believe that anyone who's on Medicaid is committing fraud, anyone who's collecting Medicare is committing fraud, and anyone who is collecting Social Security is committing fraud. So the MAGA base is like, all of these programs have to be eradicated.
I mean,
They're
it is
absolute
truly
fucking
incredible.
morons, man.
It is truly.
They are absolute fucking morons.
The stupidity is
Papa Don in the house
absolutely
on my
limitless.
TikTok page.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's what
Asa
was
from Australia.
That's what was tripping me out. You're like responding to people on TikTok, and I was like looking for
Yes.
it in the comments. I'm like,
I'm responding to both.
how many people you got there
Val85 on YouTube.
TikTok?
Yes, healthcare is going to be completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to have healthcare in the United States anymore. It's absolutely amazing to think about. We are not going to have health care in the United States anymore.
It's amazing.
It's all you're going to have to pay for every bit of it out of pocket.
Yeah, and if you're self-employed, you've been doing that anyways for the most part. Yeah. So the question is, do you think it will pass? You just do a TikTok on that, or you were talking about that?
I did do a TikTok on that.
What's your thought?
Well, the margin in the House right now is 220 Republicans, 212 Democrats. It should be 215 Democrats, but 3 Democrats have died in office since January.
Good Lord.
But so Mike Johnson can afford to lose 3 Republican votes.
And it's unclear whether or not so they're doing everything they can to get those 3, right? That's their work until 1 a.m. to try to get this thing going.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's the same thing that's been happening every time. It's like Donald Trump's people start contacting these Republican members of the House and explicitly threatening them. We're going to primary you. Trump's going to vilify you in public. And members of the House know that if Donald Trump starts vilifying them in public, that means that they and their family members are going to start getting death threats. And so it's like, vote for this bill or you're going to get death threats from Trump's base. And nobody wants death threats from Trump's base because those people are fucking crazy and violent.
I don't know, man. Yeah, Christina's got it. People will run to YouTube on a DIY appendectomy. How do I birth my child at home?
Yeah.
Any tips or tricks? People will get on TikTok and just live stream it and hope some doctors chime in.
Right.
Give them some real advice. It's unreal, man.
It's. Yeah,
they're going to be threats.
I mean, it's like I was thinking about this today. It's like they're going to take away Medicare. They're going to take away Medicaid. They're firing everybody who works at the VA. They're going to double the national debt over the next 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're destroying the economy. And there's going to be a nationwide abortion ban. There's going to be a nationwide birth control ban. They're going to ban pornography nationwide. They're going to ban most video games nationwide. It's like they're going to make our lives as miserable as possible. They're going to do away or severely curtail Social Security and any welfare programs. And it's like, and they just want everybody who's not rich to die.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it?
If you're not wealthy and you have even the slightest chronic health problem, they just want you to die.
It kind of seems that way. But what are they going to be left with? I mean,
a Mar-a-Lago circle jerk, I guess. I have no idea.
Kid Rock show. So Bev came over from TikTok. We got one. Tell all those people
cool.
Hey, Bev, tell everybody on TikTok it's better over here on YouTube.
Yeah, everybody who's watching me.
Everybody on TikTok, they're not getting me, right?
Heck, yeah. Hang on.
Right.
Stop talking for a minute. Everybody who's watching me on TikTok, I am having an actual conversation with my brother Falcon. If you would like to hear both sides of that conversation, please come over to our YouTube page. You can go to YouTube and just type Hawk Podcasts into the search bar. Or if you want, there's Aaron. There's Go Live Vegas. There's Aaron. Aaron, I was going to call you this afternoon. I forgot to call you to tell you I was going live on TikTok. But I gotta talk to you. I'll give you a call when we're done. Let me make a note. I gotta talk to Aaron when we're done. I forgot to call him. But if you want to hear both sides of the conversation that I'm having with my brother, you can go to our YouTube page. Or if you, for any reason, find my brother to be annoying, you can just stay here on TikTok.
Hey, now. Come on. That was uncalled for.
I apologize.
It's better here.
Yeah,
Angel Bean.
Dude, I got to make like I got to make like 5 phone calls tonight.
Thank you,
Dr.
Dr.
Bean.
Angel Bean.
Oh no, Dr. Bean got
Oh,
laid off today, man.
shit. I just read that.
Oh man.
Oh, that's rough. That is not cool. I'm sorry to hear that. That's very stressful. Hey, look at this. We got people coming over from TikTok. We got Knowles.
Oh, that's awful, man.
Suzanne.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, Dr.
I'm down
Bean.
to 1100.
That is a real bummer.
Okay.
Gregory, thank you.
Yeah, Randy Rhodes is not left-handed. It's TikTok reverses the image.
Yeah.
So it's the right way on YouTube. So if that's bothering you, you should come over to our YouTube page.
There we go. Read the chat on the screen, Hawk.
What?
Read the
Which
chat
one?
on the screen.
The YouTube chat?
Yeah. The one I'm in control
Okay.
of.
I mean, I got 2 chats going on here.
Hey, 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 be nice to Falcon. We got... Sorry about that, Angel Bean. That's really rough. We got Crafty Little Devil came here from TikTok. Palo Alto. Welcome, Valerie. Yeah, so... But I stand in my theory that we have to go through this. It has to happen. I mean, there
And
are
it
people...
has to be bad.
Think of the number of MAGA people that are going to be surprised when they don't have health care anymore. They're going to be like, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. But I'm a white person and I voted for Trump. Why don't I have health care anymore? But yeah. Oh, that's interesting. My father died a couple of months ago. The only reason I got to spend time with him was thanks to Medicaid. Gave him years. Yeah.
I mean, they want to
They don't care.
They want to take literally every single thing away from us.
Yeah.
Literally every single thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hear people talking about a general strike. I mean,
I think we're going to get to that.
our opportunity for a general strike was election day, man.
No, I disagree. I think that's something that takes time. There has to be a significantly larger amount of suffering for that to actually happen. Unfortunately,
We're not even close to that yet.
Unfortunately, humans are motivated by suffering. I am.
The new tax bill. The new tax bill does, however, contain language providing people with a tax cut if they own a tanning bed.
That's not true.
It is true.
No.
Yeah.
Wills has a good point that I can pay you back when I do the thumbnails on your videos if you're not nice to me. Just a thought. It's not wrong.
I mean, it's not hard to find the occasional unflattering screenshot. You know?
Oh, it's not. It's actually hard not to. When you pause a video, it's not flattering. Yeah, I can't remember the number they said we needed for a general strike, but it was like, it wasn't huge, but it was not small either. Yeah, that's a good question, Leslie. Are tanning beds still a thing? I would have said no, but
I would have said no.
I would have said no. I can't imagine. I don't see that anywhere, but
I hate sunshine, whether it's real or fake.
Oh man,
I love shade.
Man, oh man. The shit show in the Oval Office was disgraceful today. I didn't check any of it out. Did you?
No, I've seen a bunch of posts about it. I haven't watched it yet, just because I had some actual work to do today.
There you go. 3.5% of the population. I think that's what we'll basically grind this thing to a halt. Thank you, Genia. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Yeah, so Beth makes a good point. I can't afford a general strike. And the idea, I think, behind a general strike is that there are people who can't afford it and
Hey,
they
Troy.
engage in it, and that there becomes a whole kind of support network for those people that need the resources and so on. What are you looking at?
Is something in my
In
TikTok
TikTok? Oh
comments.
yeah, TikTok's a garbage pail. Thanks, Travel Junkie.
I just,
Budget busts the national debt, which triggers Medicare cuts. Yeah. Yeah, it's
well, and so like, so today, this afternoon, the stock market lost another 800 points, and the rates in the bond market skyrocketed.
right, which
So,
is not
which
what's supposed
makes
to.
refinancing our national debt more expensive, which will push. I mean, what does Donald Trump do? He doesn't pay his bills and he renegotiates his debts. And now he's going to do that with the full faith and credit of American Treasury bills,
He thinks.
further isolating us. I mean, he
He
can.
thinks. Well, yeah. Let's see.
If he came out and just said,
Oh, Robin nailed it. That's where the last tanning bed is, in Kim Kardashian's house.
if he just makes a statement saying, "Well, we're gonna renegotiate U.S. Treasury bonds," that's it. This country's done.
Yeah.
It's over. Thank you,
Yep.
Zelda and Jackie.
Oh, thanks, Zelda.
That'd be
Still,
that's
still
the
big
ball
with
game,
a
man.
certain demographic in Scotland. Wow, that's a trip. There are folks selling all the weird lotions on TikTok shop. What? And with that, she signs off for the night. Okay,
Wasn't
Zelda.
wasn't Weird Lotions a Tom Powell Jr. cover band?
Yeah. Thanks, Jackie. Appreciate that. Is Tom Powell Jr. still in your TikTok?
Yeah, I saw him today.
Yeah, this chat usually pretty chill, Mark. We try to keep it that way. All right. We got Aaron over here on YouTube now. Welcome,
Thank you, Jen.
Aaron. Good to see you here. You're probably in both places, I would imagine. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it.
Oh, happy atheist. How you doing, dude?
Oh, right on. What's the over-under on U.S. declaring bankruptcy? Give it time.
Just
Hey, we got an invitation to Nova Scotia. Appreciate that. We might need it.
oh wait, is Aaron of Go Live Vegas cheating on TikTok?
Yes. Don't tell anyone. Hey, Tia, how are you? Good to see you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thanks, Jennifer. I bet the Trump family has their investments in tanning beds. Yeah. What's
I
the
mean,
dome?
yeah.
I'm not familiar with this dome. You know what this
Oh,
dome is?
yeah, Donald Trump is going to put a golden dome over the United States, which is going to function like the Iron Dome that is over Israel that doesn't let any missiles through. The only reason that works in Israel is because Israel is smaller than Rhode Island,
It's a postage stamp.
landmass wise.
So, is it
Oh,
fire?
Attorney Di.
Attorney Di, welcome. Does this thing fire?
She's in my TikTok
Oh, I
comments.
got excited. Damn it. She's on TikTok. I'll tell her I said hi. Isn't the golden? Does the Golden
can't.
Dome shoot golden missiles? They
I
gold
don't know,
plated.
man, but it's like
Hey, somebody wants to know where they can
I don't
purchase
know,
your
man.
crypto coin, Hawk. Give me a break.
My crypto
Nowhere,
coin.
never. Oh man.
We should make one. I mean, my nickname in college was Cracker. We should make a Cracker coin.
Jesus. It's the shape of a saltine.
Oh, thanks, Jobu.
Oh, that's right. I think the Simpsons did do that dome first, right?
Probably.
Oh man, what a ride. Yeah, that's pretty much not possible in the US, but let him have his little fantasy.
No.
Thank you, Christina. Oh, yeah, she wants to know who ate the ketchup chips. You couldn't pay me to eat ketchup anything. Christina sent a
But you
bag
didn't have to.
of
You didn't have
ketchup
to pay
Lay's
him to eat the
potato
Stroop
chips.
Waffles.
I did try those. They were good. Travel junkie, that's a pretty interesting idea. A burner phone for Collins. That would be
Well,
interesting.
no, Aaron at Go Live Vegas is trying to. He has the capability for us to take phone calls.
On TikTok?
So we're talking about doing like a weekly call-in show for lawyers with me and Legal Dad and Barrister and Muzzy.
Wow, that'll be interesting. Maybe
I you know I
Bob and
mean
Doug McKenzie will show up.
50% of the phone calls will be from Trump supporters saying you don't know the law.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a YouTube video. I know the law better than you
That's
clowns.
right. That's right. I'm legal. That's kind of cool.
Jesus.
There is a thing where we can do that with this live. I think have people drop in, but that's sketchy, man.
Oh, the
Crypto
crypto
cracker.
cracker coin already exists.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Jesus.
Renee said, "Oh my God, Falcon, are you a Miracle Whip person?" I don't know what Miracle Whip is, but it sounds disgusting. What is it?
It's mayonnaise for poor people.
Oh God, no. Nothing. No.
It's like mayonnaise except it's called. I mean, its name is Miracle Whip, and on the label it says sandwich spread.
Attorney dies on TikTok on the TikTok live apparently.
She's in my TikTok live comments. Yeah.
No, I don't do condiments. I don't like condiments. It's just they were invented to just cover up the taste of bad food.
You like sauces and dressings, though, don't you?
Some dressing like on a salad, yeah, but generally no. It's
No mustard, no ketchup.
whipped mayo, sweet whipped mayo. That sounds just disgusting. All right, Mischievous Metal Maven, welcome. She wants to know how was Vegas.
It was great, man.
Do you mean how was Hawk's experience in Vegas, or how was Vegas as a place?
Thank you, Chris with a K.
Chris, thank you.
I'm gonna go find it tomorrow.
He's gonna walk. He's walking from his office, but
Yeah,
he can get some treats along the way. Thank you.
it's close. It's close. No, Vegas was a lot of fun. I played golf. I mean, I hung out with Legal Dad, Barrister, Muzzy, Scotty, Jobu. We went golfing on Saturday morning.
Are those all attorneys?
No, not all of them. Joan was there, some other folks.
Welcome,
and,
Compassionate RN from Northern.
I played blackjack with Legal Dad
Oh, you played
Friday
blackjack?
night. Yeah, I won. I won money.
Wow, you walked away.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
No, I hit big on one hand, and I was like, "That's it. I'm out." I quit.
Linda says, "Did mayonnaise hurt you too?" Yeah, mayonnaise hurt every time I tried it and was forced to try it, and every time they put it on a sandwich that I didn't order it. That's when it hurt the most.
Exactly. It made me throw up several times.
Yeah.
Like legit. Like
that's a
I
valid
would take a bite of
reaction
a
to
sandwich
mayonnaise.
that had mayonnaise on it, and I would vomit immediately.
Remember going to Eagle's Pizza?
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Get the ham and cheese sandwich, and they would put mayonnaise on it.
I took a bite of one of those one time, and I threw up right in the middle of Eagle's Pizza.
So what's the deal with places or that think they can put mayonnaise on a sandwich without telling you? That happens.
I think we're like everybody else.
Like it's not on the menu.
It's
It's not in the ingredients. It's just like, oh yeah, we just didn't list
thanks, Indy Kitty.
that mayonnaise is on the sandwich.
No, they're just like,
oh, Indy Kitty loves America.
why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you get
Oh, you're off the TikTok smart.
mayonnaise or ranch dressing on your sandwich?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's
Jules, okay, so Jules in my comments on TikTok makes a valid point. Mayonnaise is just egg and
Egg
oil.
whites.
I think it's just egg whites and oil. And it's amazing that you can take two things that individually I will eat, but when you combine them, it becomes the most heinous substance on the entire planet.
Yeah, but it's a really shitty oil. It's not good for you.
True.
It's not
Yeah,
like good olive oil or something. It's,
that's right. It's like crack sweat oil.
it's like, I think they collect it as a waste product from some industrial manufacturing plant. They're like, hey,
It's
this
a
is food.
manufacturing byproduct.
I think this is
Yeah.
food. Let's see if people will buy it. Yeah, mayonnaise.
I'm sorry to hear that, Titus. That's a bummer. Yeah, mayonnaise is disgusting, man. So is ranch dressing.
Tia
And so is
said,
any type of and so is any type of mustard except yellow mustard.
Tia wants to know if you were in Las Vegas during the shooting in the gym. I think you were, but you weren't in the gym,
I
of
was,
course.
yeah, but I was not at that gym.
Oh, Abu says there's olive oil mayo. That's probably better, but still, no.
I mean, okay, Melba asks,
So
what
Melba's
about
got a good
aioli?
point. That's a good point. There are really good, tasty aiolis that mostly I've had at restaurants, but
I don't know that I would go that far.
there's a far cry from a good aioli and a mayonnaise. Indigo wants to know, what can we legally do about Trump formally accepting the Qatar plane? Nothing, right? Congress could do something.
Nothing. Nothing. The Department of Defense accepted delivery on it today. It's in their possession.
But couldn't Congress do something? Not that they're going
Not
to.
this Congress.
Not this Congress, right?
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, a woman named Mayday is in my comments. She met us at the Tesla takedown protest in San Francisco. She had a
Oh,
bullhorn.
cool. Oh, right. I remember that.
Falcon says
Awesome.
hi.
Muzzy's got it.
Oh
How to
yeah,
tell.
I remember her. She was in the, yeah, she was like in a doorway.
Yeah. How to tell Hawk and Falcon are from Ohio without saying they're from Ohio, because we hate mustard. Oh, wow. Thank you, Stephanie. That's
I love mustard.
really
Thank
generous.
you, Stephanie. That's
Really
amazing.
appreciate that. We got money for mayo now. And 10th Muse, have you ever had real mayo? It's homemade. I think I have, yeah. It's just not my thing. Yeah, Oraculous Beard. I feel sorry for the people going to be impacted by Trump's big, beautiful bill. So do I. I feel sorry for all the ones that didn't vote for it. For the ones that
only
actually
people who
voted
aren't-
for it, I do not feel sorry for.
The only people who aren't going to be negatively impacted by Trump's big, beautiful bill are people who are worth $5 million or more. Hey, Patsy from Perth.
Oh, that's interesting. So mayonnaise is whole eggs and oil, and if you cook it, it becomes hollandaise. That's really interesting. Did not know that. I learn something every day.
I did not either.
Awesome. That's right, Muzzy. I plan to live. Thank you, Indie Kitty. Ranch dressing is the best. I know someone who won't eat mayo because it's white. I can't eat mustard.
Ranch
either.
dressing is
Mustard
not the best.
Mustard is disgusting. I'm with
I
you.
love yellow mustard. I love yellow mustard, ketchup, and hot sauce. Those are about my only three condiments.
Yeah.
Ranch dressing, man.
Have you both ever been
Oof.
to Ontario? Have you ever been to Ontario?
I've never been to Ontario.
I don't think I have either. Yeah, cilantro. The cilantro debate is that's a real thing. Oh, thanks, Lori. Gifted 5 memberships. That's very cool.
Thank you, Lori. I've been to
that.
Ontario outside of Mansfield.
That's right. That's why it sounded familiar. I knew it sounded
yeah.
familiar. Yeah, okay. Right on. That's, we
Yeah.
need not.
I have not been to Ontario, Canada. Relish? Nah.
Nope.
Do they put onions in relish? I don't know if I like relish or not. Relish
just-
seems like something that would have onions in it. I
Just
like
to know.
pickles,
We did a Mayo
but you know,
poll last time, and I think everybody was like a yes, right? Oh,
Yeah.
that ought to be
Okay.
good. Radio Chaos says Pete
Radio
Hegseth
Chaos.
start a monthly prayer service at the Pentagon. Really?
Pete
Pete?
Hegseth is going to start a monthly prayer service at the Pentagon.
Because he's a holy man?
Wow.
Oh my God. These dogs are
Oof.
sacked out, man. You keep trying to talk
Hey,
politics,
Tom.
but the chat would rather talk about condiments. Yeah, well,
Condiments. Yeah.
we get enough
We're talking about condiments,
politics.
everybody.
Pickles are disgusting. I'm with you.
I love pickles.
Oh
Pickles
yeah,
are great.
isn't relish just pickles chopped up into little tiny pieces?
I think so. I think so. I'm not sure, man.
They
I mean, I
break the
found 3
farm.
that I like, and I'm like, that's enough. I don't need more than 3.
What else do you guys want to talk about? You guys play any sports? Pickleball. I have played pickleball before. It's kind of fun, but you gotta have some people to play it. Like you gotta find the right people to
Hey,
hang out with.
Jackie.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Jackie.
Good to see you.
you. Yeah. Glad you made it.
Oh, I can say this now, Jackie, because she told me about her trip to Phoenix. Well, I mean, I think she lives in Phoenix to go see the Bulwark
Oh,
folks,
awesome.
and my brother
That's right.
and I are going to go see them next week in Nashville.
Hey, we got Legal Dad here.
So,
We got Legal Dad. Somebody said hi, Legal Dad, in the YouTube chat.
he's on YouTube now. He might be in here.
Is he?
I did a duet of kind of his YouTube announcement video last night
Where is
for him
he?
to help
Yeah,
him
we
out,
got
get him some people.
Yeah, I retweeted that or whatever, posted that. We got to
Reposted.
get him on here in our live sometime.
Yes,
He's now
I'll
a
add him to the
YouTuber.
list. My non-existent list.
You have a list. I think that there he is. Good evening, birds. I think that we were trying to make that list to be less just white guys like us, right? I think that was the goal.
Yeah,
All right,
I
how many
made
people you got there on TikTok?
877. Oh, you passed me. Oh,
I did.
nope.
What? Oh man, it was just over 900. Damn. That was short and sweet. I'll take
That's
it.
funny.
I'll take it.
Oh, wait, I just remembered another condiment that I like.
What's that?
Well, 2. I remembered 2. So I got mustard, ketchup, hot sauce, and to that list I would add barbecue sauce and A1 sauce.
Oh, yeah. I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
Yep. I could have guessed that one. That's true blue Ohio.
Username Simple Life in my TikTok comments. And this was an inside joke in a band that I was in literally 30 years ago. He just said mango chutney.
Okay, let's not talk about the joke. Salt and vinegar potato chips on fried. I like salt and vinegar potato chips. I didn't used to, but I do now.
Yeah, I don't.
Bob says, hi, Legal Dad. Sorry about Eeyore. Is that Legal Dad's pup?
No,
What's Eeyore?
somebody. So I did that duet of Legal Dad's video last night, and somebody left a comment. I did a video reply to where I was just laughing, and they said, "I love Legal Dad. He reminds me of Eeyore, but flatter."
Oh my God. You
Which
said
I was
that?
like, that's either really funny or mean.
Depends on your sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
Rhonda
Oh, I do
from
like
Fort
honey.
Worth.
Look,
Welcome.
everybody's coming up with other condiments.
Yeah, honey's good. I never considered honey a condiment though. I think honey is the only food that never goes bad, right? Is that true?
Well, that and Hostess products.
That's not food. Hostess products are not food.
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Gelcoat.
Oh, thank you, Stacy.
Oh, Cliff Cash. Yeah, I follow him on TikTok.
I don't know, Cliff Cash. What's that little thing there? Is that a dragon? It's kind of cool. I don't know who Cliff Cash is.
Is hot fudge a condiment? That's
No.
a great question.
Nothing sweet is a condiment.
Ketchup is sweet?
Burger King burgers never expire. That's probably true.
That's probably true. I would put money on that.
Wiseacre is a no-show tonight, but I didn't give him any notice.
No, I do not like guacamole.
That's probably my fault. I always forget.
Nutella, that's interesting.
Nutella's
Vegemite,
good.
I don't know what that is. My brother's been to Australia. Dude, what's Vegemite?
You
I don't even,
not,
what is it? I mean, how would you define
not.
it? Like, what is it made of?
It's like the stuff that would, I'm imagining if after a couple years of not bathing, it's the stuff that would collect under your armpit.
Stuff that collects on your body after not bathing. Okay.
The interesting thing is about Vegemite is that when I lived in Australia, the Aussies were like, Americans are like, how can you eat this stuff? It's disgusting. They put it on toast and that kind of thing. But the Aussies were like, how can you eat peanut butter? They were equally as disgusted by peanut butter as Americans are by Vegemite.
How can you be disgusted by peanut butter but eat
don't know.
Vegemite?
I mean, it's a brain thing, you know. You have a culture that's grown up generation after generation.
Just what you grew up with
Vegemite. Yeah, it's kind of yeasty. It's like I don't know what they actually call it, but it is. As Joby said, it's leftover brewer's yeast. Maybe. I mean, it is disgusting. I could not. I tried it. I couldn't eat it. But I neglected to bring a jar of peanut butter to Australia to force them to eat that. But Yogi doesn't like peanut butter. You know what's funny about peanut butter? I'm pretty much like, I love peanut butter. I grew up eating peanut butter sandwiches and all that stuff. But I cannot be next to someone who's eating peanut butter and smell it unless I'm eating it too. Like the smell of someone else eating peanut butter is disgusting. Until I take a bite of it, then it just goes away. Isn't that weird? Hawk is like, Jesus
that is very
Christ,
weird.
Dude. Yeah, Kate, I lived in Melbourne for a while, and then Sydney for a little while, and then went back a few times, hung out up on the Gold Coast.
So somebody in my TikTok comments has a good question. When you were a kid, what did you eat most often?
Peanut butter sandwich.
I thought you were going to say Chef Boyardee pizza.
That was number 2. That's when I gained control.
When you gained some level of agency.
When
over
I gained
your meals.
some level of agency, it became Doritos and Chef Boyardee pizza. Before that, it was peanut butter sandwich.
And
what about you?
Comments, we have peanut butter Beatrice. I would probably say Chef Boyardee pizza.
Yeah. I made a mean Chef Boyardee pizza, man.
I mean, we made those all the time, man. No tartar sauce. Tartar sauce is mayonnaise with green shit in it.
No. Oh, man.
Captain Crunch on a Saturday morning. Absolutely right.
Bologna. Bologna was involuntary on my part.
When I was a kid.
Yeah, well, who didn't, man? It was just pure sugar.
Yeah.
SpaghettiOs always freaked me out. They had that chemical flavor. Yeah. Hostess, ho-hos, and ding-dongs, man. Yep. Julie's right. My sense. That's true, Julie. My senses are in conflict with one another in that moment. Oh, macaroni with Parmesan cheese. Oh, yeah. Chex Mix.
Absolutely.
I loved Chex Mix.
Steakums. Kristen Colorado's got it.
I had a friend whose mom made homemade Chex Mix, and it was the bomb, man. I loved it. Kate Falcon, did you want to
Is
remain?
that Don's mom?
Yeah. Australia was awesome. I loved it. Every single thing about it, I loved it. Yeah. I could live there for sure. All right, let's see it. Let's do a check here, see what we got. What do you got over there on TikTok? I'm down to 717.
722.
Fuck.
That's,
me
I
out,
mean, we've
man.
been talking about condiments for 45 minutes, man. Jennifer
right.
Whitmer. Yes, I absolutely am a Caitlin Clark fan.
Oh, now we're on to sports. All right.
Yep.
Was that a TikTok comment?
Yes. Thank you, Just Rogue.
Angel says talking an Australian accent. I can't do an Aussie accent very well.
Nah, me neither.
I drove the GBR. I went on down the Great Highway. Was it down to the shit? I can't remember. Great Ocean Road. Can't remember. Do you remember pirate meals and cowboy meals, TV meals for kids? I don't. I know I had some TV dinners, but they were freaking disgusting. I was in Australia
Chocolate.
When was I in Australia? 1990.
Must have been like 1997 or 98.
7? Yeah, I think it was 97. Captain Crunch, man.
Yeah.
We could do
Crunch
a
berries
poll.
are the best.
We could do a poll on how many people got sores
Slapped up jazz, Apple Jacks.
in the roof of their mouth from eating Captain Crunch.
Oh, I still have scars, man.
That's hilarious, man. Jennifer said, where hasn't Falcon been? I haven't been a lot of places, but I have been to a few. That is Randy Rhodes. Venture Fantastic is asking. You're making Tia yawn. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yawn's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Thank you, Florence.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Quisp.
Quisp. Do you guys want to
Jesus.
talk about?
And Stephanie just made a picture of Tang.
No way. In real life, like real time now? Holy
Apparently.
shit, that's amazing. Our grandma used to put Tang in ice cube trays and freeze it for us.
Yep.
Oh wow, Leslie saw Ozzy at Cow Palace in '85. That would have been good. Was that was the year before Metallica opened, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was 1 year before. Jackie, we're pretty stoked too. That's going to be fun. I've been trying.
That's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Jennifer said you must have ADHD if you can go between the two chats. I'm only seeing one chat, thank God. Wait a minute. Heather just outed Attorney Di for drinking Tang.
Heather over here said Attorney Di drinks Tang all the time.
Is that true? Wow, we got people in our YouTube chat calling out people in our TikTok chat. That's some next level live shit right there, man. Somebody said, did you meet Randy? No, you did not, I don't think, did you?
No, I did not. He died in March of 1982. I had tickets to go see him in May of 1982.
Yeah. Oh, Marge
He
said I
died 2 months before.
saw Ozzy in Madison Square Garden a week after. Oh, man, that's hard to recover from. Tara
Hi,
says,
Carrie.
what will it take for the administration to finally stand up to Trump and this craziness? It's going to take a lot of suffering.
An unimaginable amount of suffering.
Yeah, a lot of suffering and cruelty.
For everybody. Hey, Z's Closet. Jamaica.
Stephanie said, I had to look at your name, dude. Hawks Bro. Yep, Hawks Bro. How do you find Hawk Falcon's YouTube account? If you look under my name, right here on the screen, where is it? Right there. That's my
wow.
YouTube. That's my TikTok. That's my Blue Sky. That's my social. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. I can't remember.
Is it Skylight or something?
Yeah, so Skylight Social. Buster Brown says, Tang is poonless. Well, that's interesting. Would you care to elaborate on that, Buster Brown?
Well, I mean, in other contexts, the poon would go in front of the Tang.
What's your telegraph? There's no telegraph or telegram. Now, Kim has a point here. Government cheese in the 80s made the best grilled cheeses. I knew somebody who had government cheese, and it did make a damn fine grilled cheese. I loved grilled cheese. Grilled cheese might have edged out peanut butter sandwiches in my diet, but they were only really valid for dinner for the most part, where I was from.
Okay, Lisa Samarin, didn't Mickey Rat just become Rat? That was the same band, wasn't it?
Is that on TikTok? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
That's on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I missed that.
Oklahoma.
There is no Telegram for Hawk. So if you're on Telegram and you're
apparently I have like a dozen
Hawk,
accounts on.
You're interacting with someone else.
It's not me.
And no Truth Social.
And no Instagram.
Hey, Carrie. Cocoa wheats. I remember eating cocoa wheats, and they would congeal into like a boulder.
Oh, that's right.
Gut. Remember that?
Yeah.
Shit was disgusting. Sherry says, yeah, just rat. Sherry, you're not the only one that's lost. We're pretty much all lost on here.
Julie AG has a question for you.
Yes, Julie, you're right. I will do that. I've really been slacking on that. I've been in this, trying to get all this tech stuff sorted and thumbnails and blah. I thought it was funny, Hawk, how you said, oh, my brother's learning to make thumbnails. It's like, I got a kick out of that.
He's doing a pretty good job, too.
I've been using Photoshop for like 25 years. Oh my God, Michelle, grape nuts. That's what our grandpa used to eat.
Nope, shredded wheat.
No, he
had grape nuts every now and then.
Grape nuts too. I remember because I was just like, is that dude eating a bowl of gravel over there? It was just like the hardest.
Just like crunchy seeds.
Aaron, yeah, I watched that, The Last of Us. It does kind of feel strangely familiar. It's basically like end of time virus mushroom growing inside of people.
Oh, here's a good question on my TikTok feed.
What do you got?
Give me your thoughts on Todd. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Sucherman.
Who's that?
He's the guy who's been playing. He's the guy who's been playing drums for Styx for the last 20 years. STYX. The best rock drummer out there today, except for maybe Portnoy.
The current Styx drummer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you some videos.
When I first moved to the Bay Area,
he's one of these people where he's just sitting there, he's just kind of going like this, not moving a whole ton, and he's doing shit that just doesn't even look human. It's unbelievable. Danny Carey's right up there too.
When I first moved to the Bay Area, I was had to commute to work to the East Bay, and on the way to work one day, I saw a Styx van. It was a conversion van that was airbrushed with Styx. I think it was
Wait,
an
was
album.
it their van or a fan van?
No, it was a fan. It was a conversion van, with the big plush, like, velour seats, captain's chairs.
Like that one Jack had when we went and saw Dio?
Yeah, it was like one of those.
Like a conversion van?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Airbrushed.
Carpeted walls.
I never forgot about it. The Styx van. Julie said, Hawk, someone keeps messaging me to pretend to be you. Yeah, that happens like 100 times a day.
Yeah, that's not me.
Not him. Tell him to pound sand.
All right, so April Runyon saw Styx a couple of years ago. The drummer was amazing, wasn't he?
Really? That's a trip.
Oh,
and this is
Vinny Colaiuta.
This is not their original drummer, right?
No, the original drummer, he passed away from cancer or something.
Okay. Oh, wow. Woke Antifa saw Styx and Aria at Cal Expo in 88. That would have been good, man.
Yep.
That would have been good.
Thank you, Frank.
Wiseacre's taking the night off. Oh, wait. Eddie Money. Didn't we see Eddie Money?
I'm certain that we did.
We saw Eddie Money open for Yngwie Malmsteen. Right?
Really?
Or no? I know it's weird. Right. I know, but we saw Eddie Money.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Open.
Cat Quest.
Thanks, Jennifer.
So here's a funny thing.
Thanks, Kat.
So John Stamos, the actor, he's also the drummer for the Beach Boys. He follows me on TikTok.
Wait, what? Did you just say John Stamos is the drummer for the Beach Boys?
Yeah.
John Stamos, the actor?
Yes, he's been in the Beach Boys for a long time.
What the fuck? How does that happen?
I'm mutuals with him and Richard Marx.
Isn't he a MAGA dude?
He showed up at Mar-a-Lago.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah. I certainly would never show up at Mar-a-Lago.
Julia saw Santana in 1973 in Switzerland. Wow.
Oh, I always forget to say this. People on TikTok, tap the screen. Tapping is clapping.
That's gross.
I have
just
so how
tell
many
them
likes
to come to YouTube. It's better over here.
Wait, how many likes do we have on the YouTube live?
How many likes?
Yeah.
I don't even know. 362.
Oh, that's a shame. On my TikTok live, I have 121,000.
That means nothing.
Likes.
That doesn't mean anything.
123. Oh, see, people are tapping. That's right. Tapping is clapping. There you go.
Oh my God, check this comment out. Lisa said, I got to make dinner for Dio right after Jake Healy got signed with Ozzy. Dio's wife, Wendy Dio, was the manager for Rough Cut. And the band Jake was in at the time. We would go to LA to see Rough Cut. Oh my God, we have a Rough Cut story.
Oh my God. That's right, because I think Dio signed Rough Cut.
Yeah.
Like to his label. We saw Rough Cut open for Dio one time, and it
was brutal.
Would not stop playing.
It was brutal. It was
they played the longest opening set that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. How we were
somebody,
like, how can it go on?
Somebody in the YouTube comments just said that John Stamos is afraid of dwarves.
Somebody said the Beach Boys were at Mar-a-Lago, or was it just John Stamos?
Oh, I don't know.
That's
No.
correct, Mikhail. The person you were talking to on Telegram is not Hawk. Hawk is not on
Do
Telegram.
not do not send them money. Do not send them photos. Thank you, Jackie.
And
Do not
never
send
will
them your
be.
contact
Thank you,
information.
Jackie. Appreciate that. Yeah, they do not engage with people on Telegram. It's scammy. We might start streaming this thing
All kinds of stuff.
on what's it called? Twitch?
Twitch.
Yeah, because Thorne's doing live streams on Twitch. We got to get him somehow
There you go.
on our live stream.
Thank you, Travel Junkie. Yeah,
I got a Democratic fundraiser text today
oh,
trying
wow.
to unseat Lindsey Graham.
Good luck with that.
Unseat
Oof.
every one of them, man. Unseat the entire Congress.
Yeah.
That's all right, Jackie. You can just stay here. You don't have to go anywhere else. Jimi
You
Hendrix,
okay, here's some
1968, Davenport. Wow. That's
All
incredible.
right, Travel Junkie. Here's something you can use in that campaign. Fumigate Congress. Rid it of ladybugs.
Oh, man. Oh, that's rough. Somebody said, is it me or is YouTube lagging way behind? YouTube probably is lagging behind.
There's a delay. There's a delay
Um,
on YouTube that is not present on TikTok.
yeah, Jennifer said, don't forget to take off your locks off your devices when traveling. You mean you want to have your face recognition off,
Mm-hmm.
but you want to have a passcode on there. You don't want it to be unlocked.
All right, so I'm just telling you, when we go to Nashville next week, if we get yanked into a booth by some type of law enforcement, I'm going to tell them that you're my lawyer.
Okay, what do I need to say?
Say he's not answering questions, and then when they ask you a question, say I'm not answering questions. He's my lawyer.
Yeah, so we'll just go back and forth. It'll be like who's on first, who's on first base kind of thing.
Exactly.
And then it'll devolve into them saying, are you his lawyer? And I'll say, I don't answer questions. Ask my lawyer. And then they'll say, are you his lawyer? And you'll say the same thing. And we'll just do that for a couple hours.
Thank you so much for that, Heather.
Thanks,
and
Heather.
welcome to our live.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Hey, thanks, Linda. That's cool. Appreciate that. I love that little feature. Yeah, do we need to have a plan for getting like?
Nah, I'll just write those 5 things out for you on a Post-it note, and that's all you say.
I mean, you're probably on a list somewhere, right?
I'm probably on several.
But it's not.
I'd
You're
be
not
surprised if I'm not on at least one.
You're not on a no-fly list because you just flew.
I went to and from Vegas with no problem.
That's true. That was a good test. Appreciate that.
But I'm not leaving the country.
Megan said Nashville equals MAGA Vegas. Is that true? I've never been. I'm sure it's MAGA mania.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we should have dinner at Kid Rock's place.
Yeah, we're gonna make the T-shirt. Oh, we're not eating at Kid Rock's place. No, going anywhere near that shit. I'm not gonna invite trouble.
Okay, X-Ray says they never knew who Josh Freese was before. You have heard no less than 100 albums over the course of the last 20 years on which Josh Freese was the drummer.
Really?
Yep.
With whom?
He has played on more albums than you can possibly imagine.
No, that's cool.
Does he phenomenal drummer.
Was he just like a studio musician, or he was actually a band member?
He did both. He did both, but he's been the drummer for the Foo Fighters for the last 2 years, and they fired him this week.
Mischievous Metal Maven knows. Oh, really? Why?
Yeah. because Taylor Hawkins' son turned 18.
Oh, I see.
But, here I'll start a little controversy. If I was
Okay.
Taylor Hawkins' kid, I wouldn't want to play in a band with the guy who killed my dad. But, whatever.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
Fuck Dave Grohl.
Talk amongst yourselves. So, Nashville's too crowded with bachelorette parties, drink MAGA Ave, too many wannabes. I'm not surprised. That's right, Heather.
Yeah.
Kid Rock had to shut his restaurant down because of ICE raids.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he had some advance notice. That's not surprising, though, is it? At all.
I made Aaron cranky.
Yeah. Oof.
I have strong feelings on a lot of things, and not everybody agrees with all of them.
Robin said on YouTube the other day, Phil Collins sat down at the drums and was trying to play. How'd he do?
My guess is not well.
Eric Trump in Vietnam breaking ground for a new golf course. What a tool.
After he just sent a bunch of Vietnamese immigrants to fucking Sudan.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. No, Pamela, ice is all over Nashville lately.
Yeah.
Like busloads.
Because Nashville's a blue city, even though it's in a red state.
Right, and they're just going after
Welcome, Kimberly.
Oh, awesome. Welcome. First time.
Yes, Billy Joe Armstrong is solid.
Any special guests tonight? No special guests tonight. Unless you consider either of us to be special. Well, that's not true, actually. We have one special guest here. See if I can get him to make an appearance. Come here, buddy.
We have three, actually four.
Oh, here's one.
Angel, Lola, Tanner, and
He's
Buttercup.
very tired. Come here, buddy. You can just relax for a minute. He's very sleepy. He's cranky. He does not want to. What do you want to do, buddy? He just woke up from a nap.
That's a good idea, Tara.
What's that? Oh, that is a good idea. That's a really good idea. Yeah. What do you think about that? It's kind of scary.
I mean, if I was feeling super adventurous, I'd take Cletus to see the Bulwark on.
Oh man. Do they have any kind of crowd participation at those events? Like
I don't know, man.
Angel just wants to go back to sleep. He's like, no, Dad, I'm not interested in hanging out right now.
That's right, Mark. We have been talking about condiments.
Yeah.
For the last hour and approximately 10 minutes.
That's how we these types of meaningless discussions are how we get through the day.
That's our form of denial. So somebody in the comments of my TikTok live is asking if I'm still on TikTok.
You want me to check for you? That was a snort laugh. Thank you, Cat Quest. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cat Quest.
Yeah, Nashville's MAGA territory. I looked up the website where the event is in the FAQ, and the first question was, "Can I bring my gun?" Luckily, the answer was no. But I'm guessing that answer is only for some of the venues.
That answer is probably against the law.
Well, I'm guessing there are venues where you can, right? Yeah, you're probably right.
Thank you, Lisa. Oh, I saw that. Yeah. At the Kentucky Derby, James Hetfield met a horse that was named Sandman.
I'm sure he was really excited about that.
No worries, Patty. I was
Thank
just
you.
having a little
Thanks,
fun.
Stephanie.
CLPC is asking how long I'm going to let my hair grow.
Oh, man, that's a good question.
Until
Angel, what are you doing? Come here.
until like some set of circumstances comes up where the length of my hair is not up to me anymore. Until then, I'm going to keep growing it.
Lori said the judge said if the plane to Sudan didn't return with the people, all involved will be jailed for contempt. That's pretty intense. I hope that's true. You have any comments on that, Hawk?
I'm going to find that order and read it.
Shane spent the first 30 years in Nashville.
All involved will be jailed for contempt. That to me sounds like the judge is saying I'm going to put Stephen Miller in jail.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Shane said Nashville's like living on a huge cruise ship filled with rednecks.
Sweet.
Fun. Why do I feel like my fight or flight response is going to be elevated?
Outstanding.
I mean, shit, I walk around here giving people a side eye. Can't imagine what that's going to be like. And they're going to recognize you.
Who?
The fucking rednecks.
Oh, that's true. Oh, shit. Dude, we're heading into enemy territory. This could be interesting. All right, so people on TikTok who are only hearing one side of the conversation, my brother and I are going to Nashville this week to see the folks from the Bulwark live, and so we're going to be in Nashville for a couple of days.
Cam, you're right. That's exactly right.
That's going to be the first time that I will have been in like MAGA enemy territory for a while. So we'll see if I get recognized in Nashville.
Oh, man.
By any unfriendlies. Oh, Aaron says, hi, I'm from Gahanna. We used to shoplift alcohol at Kroger's on Hamilton Road.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I almost died in Gahanna in a car accident. Gibson said, Stephen Miller in jail, he'll get tossed around like a far-right chew toy.
That's right.
That's a nice thought, isn't it?
Oh, and we've got Chris from Westerville in my comments as well.
Oh, Brooke has a great suggestion. Hawk should braid that mullet and go rat tail for Nashville.
Oh, wow.
That might be like...
oh.
Yeah.
Well, last time I grew out a mullet like this, my ex put it in French braids.
Oh, man. If things get nasty, that rat tail might get us out of some sticky situations.
Watch out for the mayonnaise in Nashville. The MAGAs love it.
I mean, I'm kind of starting to be concerned about this trip.
All you got to do is stand back and point at me and go, who's that guy? You'll be fine.
That's not my nature.
I know.
I only have 2 settings.
Wait, Chris, look at that comment from Woke Antifa. Are you guys serious when you say shit like that, or are you fucking with me?
That's not true. I don't buy that. Are you serious? I need confirmation of that. Maybe we should join one of their live streams and tell them we're coming to see them.
They do them all the time.
I find that hard to believe. Woke Antifa, let us know.
I don't know what to believe about anything anymore, man.
Yeah, Pamela says, keep your phone fully charged. I will. And I'll keep it just recording all the time.
The good thing about flying
we can live stream. We'll do a live stream from there. How's that?
I'm pretty sure the good thing about Nashville, it's like as soon as we land, we can each go buy guns.
Richard said you need to try Gus's hot chicken. Karen said I heard Tim Miller mention.
Okay, so
oh my God, come on, you guys!
What the fuck?
Towards the end of their podcast back in April, Can you find that and email me at hawk@hawkpodcast.com? I got it.
You guys are freaking me out, man.
Sherry, you're right. I already asked Tennessee Brendo if he was going to be around because I was going to coyly suggest he join us in Nashville so that we had someone who knew how to deal with them.
Hi, Dorothy.
But he's not going to be around. He's actually going to be in California.
Oh, that's right.
So, okay, that's crazy, man. You guys,
that's freaking me out. That's like freaking me out.
That's so wild. Well, it's going to be cool then to meet him in person. And if anybody's in Nashville, you should come and
say hi.
Say hi and join us. My aunt and uncle who started a church in Nashville have over 40 guns. Lovely. You can anyone can just carry a gun there, right? Is that a thing?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Okay, so pinball OGIST. Pinballogist?
That sounds right to me.
In my TikTok has a really slanted question, but I can't decide which way it's slanted. Will you ever talk about how the DNC's sexism and anti-Semitism led to the Trump presidency?
Haven't you already talked about that? Paid for it dearly.
What are you going to do? Yeah. Sure, why not? Let's talk about that.
Tick, I'll talk about that towards the end of this live. That's a good question.
Yes, all of our dogs are here tonight. Hello, Potrero Hill.
Oh, right on. Got some locals. Yeah.
No, I am not on Telegram. I am not on Telegram, and I am not communicating with anyone on Telegram.
Carol, so wear your cowboy boots. I don't have cowboy boots.
I do.
You do? Why? Yeah, best not to open carry. There's no danger of me doing that, but I'm worried about everybody else doing that. Hey, geeky girl, good to see you. Oh, for Christ's sake, what is happening here?
I bought these in Ohio the last time I was in Ohio.
Dude, what is that fucking hat? Is that a Cletus hat?
Well, you can't see it now. Yeah, it's my red, white, and blue. It's my red, white, and blue hat.
That's Cletus's hat, right?
It's my patriotic. It's patriotic.
Okay. All right. So you just rated Cletus's wardrobe.
Yeah, but I wear these on occasion.
Renee suggests you wear the T-shirt. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. I'm gonna say. I mean, you should wear that to the event. No, probably not.
Well, the one that I bought that I can wear in public says bad choices make good stories.
Is that shirt?
And I mean, I was like, I saw that and I was like, that's the subtitle of my autobiography, man.
Hey, Mohammed, welcome. Good to see you here.
Did you see the other shirt that I got?
So I saw that shirt, the I'm not gay, but $20 is $20, and I'm like, I wouldn't wear that just because I wouldn't know if it was offensive to the gays, and I don't want to offend. How do you figure that stuff out?
I don't know, man. So you probably didn't see the other shirt that I got then.
Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, Cletus will be more than welcome. Cletus could be my wingman in Nashville. What was the other shirt?
The third shirt that I got.
Oh, I didn't know there was a third shirt.
It says, I'm fat because every time I fuck your mom, she makes me a sandwich.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Come on. The fuck are you, 6 years old?
I got that just because I make a lot of mom jokes. It was funny. I'm not wearing that one out in public.
No, you're
Obviously.
not. Not around me.
I'm not wearing that to casual Friday at the office.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, Pamela, just take your passport.
9
Make
minutes.
sure you're. I mean, if you have a U.S.
Wait,
passport,
hang
you're
on,
probably
hang
good.
on,
But
hang on.
there are gay cowboys. That's true.
Yes, there are. Jared Wise says, "I beg of you, Hawk, take Falcon shopping for a Porter Wagoner suit at Nudie's Rodeo Tailors."
I don't want to know what that is.
Well, Porter Wagner, I mean, he just had these like Western suits. It was like a Western shirt that was
Oh,
like
you
made
know
into a
about
whole
this?
suit.
You've heard of this?
Yeah, Porter Wagner, man. He used to be on Hee Haw all the time. He's a country music guy from
Oh,
like
okay.
old timey country music guy.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Isabel said, "Which one is older?" Hawk is older.
Chronologically, maybe.
Yes.
Not emotionally.
I think they've already gleaned that from this live. I think that maybe is what prompted the question.
That's right. With Minnie Pearl. Yeah, Porter Wagner and Minnie Pearl.
Okay, I
You remember Minnie Pearl?
I do, yeah.
She was the one who's always had the price tag hanging off her hat.
That's right. Yeah, I do remember that. Oh my God. I mean, it would be fucking hilarious if you went to the Bulwark as Cletus.
Oh my, no.
I mean, that would just be...
Maybe if we go like a second or a third time.
I mean, I don't know what these events...
That is absolutely not going to be my first impression.
I don't know what these events are like, but I'm wondering if they have
the first, yeah,
like a mic you can go up and ask a question kind of thing.
Yeah. So for people on TikTok that are only hearing one side of this question,
hey,
thank
Raymond.
you, Raymond.
Good to see you, man.
I am not going to go to my first Bulwark event in Nashville dressed as Cletus.
And the reason we had to go to Nashville is because they don't come out west.
Nah. Well, they did. They came to Phoenix. That's where Jackie DV saw him.
That's true. We just weren't paying attention.
I mean, that was just like...
That's true. We could have gone to Phoenix. That would have... I want to go to Phoenix because I think Phoenix has that pizza place that I want to go to, like the best pizza in the world.
You want to go to Phoenix?
Just to have the pizza. Only if there's a reason.
Ugh.
But the pizza's not enough.
I
would go
would
to
go
see
to
the
Phoenix.
Bulwark, and then I would go get the pizza. And that would make it all worthwhile.
I would go to Phoenix. I would go to Phoenix in December or January.
Yeah, don't get me
That's
wrong. I don't want
For
to
the rest
go.
of the year, it's 197 degrees there.
Shane's got it right. Had he overalls in the early 70s, my little gay boy self fucking loved him. Yeah, it's the gayest
There you
thing
go.
ever. I mean, I'm sure you're not alone in that, man. Yeah. Hawk, you fit in with those boots and hat. You're not bringing that hat. That wasn't a question. It started off as a question, then I just decided to make it a statement. Yogi, thanks, Yogi. Yeah, we gotta laugh, man. That's the only way we're gonna. That thing is just foul.
This hat screams patriotism and I love America.
The hat screams ignorance. It's 103 in Phoenix, right? Yeah, that's not okay.
It's 103 degrees right now.
I could not take that for a second.
Fuck
No
that,
way.
man. No way, man. Thank you, Yogi Pretzel.
No way.
No chance. Zero. None.
no
Zip.
way.
Nada. Oh my
Woke
God,
Antiva,
man.
it's Ted Negligent.
Ted Negligent.
The hat.
My hat.
The Phoenix Tail has it right. I will be checking that.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Hawk's gonna have to go through multiple screenings, luggage screenings.
Sorry, Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie. The New Orleans event is like the Phoenix event. No, they didn't take they don't take audience questions. Don't know if they allowed guns. I'm guessing not. Yeah, that is a Ted Nugent hat. It's like, Pamela wants to know if you have the matching undershorts.
No, I don't. But Cletus has the matching shirt.
Yeah, that's true. Kimberly said, why do some of my messages have a red line? I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't know. I don't see that. Anybody else see that? Oh, thank you, Raymond. Nashville removed Taylor Swift from Legend. Really? Wow. They are so petty, man. Oh, I need a Taylor Swift shirt.
And terrified of women. They're terrified of women.
That's what I should get, is a Taylor Swift shirt to wear to Nashville. That'd be kind of fun, huh?
Why?
I don't know, just to fucking make people angry. Just to confuse people.
Well, there you go.
I don't know. Colonel Mitch wants to know if you won any money. He did.
I did. I was playing blackjack with Legal Dad.
And he won money and walked away.
I won like 60 or 80 bucks, and I was like, that's it. I'm out.
Welcome, Groovy Lisa. Bjorg. Awesome.
What's happening, Bjorg? Thank you for the 25 knock.
Where are you specifically, Bjorg? And thank you for being here. Tia says red lines are misspelled. Oh, we don't count spelling here. Oh yeah, some friendship bracelets. Pass them out. That'd be great.
Transfer 247. How often do you guys get pissy with each
other? A lot less than we used to.
It's not, a lot less than we used to, but I don't know that we get pissy with each other, but sometimes I get
Hawk gets
pissy
cranky
with Falcon when I'm being resistant to something that he wants me to try.
Yeah.
Or learn.
Which is anytime I bring up something new.
It happens much less frequently now.
It does.
Than maybe say like a year ago.
You're getting a lot better at it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I got to give you credit.
I'm trying, man. This has been a big year, man. It's like I got back into therapy. I joined a men's group, did both of those in January.
You're doing great.
I've been working my ass off.
You're doing awesome. You're doing awesome, man. I'm getting snacky.
I mean, it's the longest I've gone in 2 years without a fucking flashback, man. Without PTSD flashback.
That's a big deal.
It's huge.
Well, you had one Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
amazing.
5 months.
That's pretty awesome, dude. Go Hawk. That's right, man.
Hawk is a semi-boomer.
Semi-boomer.
I don't know that I can disagree with that.
I mean, most of the stuff I bring is tech, so Hawk did not grow up in a tech environment, and I did, so thanks, Jennifer. As Hawk read the part of the big beautiful bill that they're trying to pass that would give the president the right to be a dictator on page 544.
Oh, God.
Gee, I wonder...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nobody would be surprised that they snuck that into the big beautiful bill. I know, Mobius. I'm with you. I was hoping Brando would be there to just like...
Tara's got it. Tara's got it.
Yeah. Luddite. Oh, man.
Marge Harrington. Yeah, I mean... one man's provoked is another man's triggered,
Mm-hmm.
But there was definitely some intent on the part of the other person involved there. But, whatever. That's fine. That's in the past now. Michelle says, I want to know why Dems are searching so hard for...
For what?
They can't find it. Thanks, Mark.
Proud of you, Hawk. Yeah, I'm proud of you too, man.
Thanks, brother.
It's not easy.
I know that you would not say that if you did not mean that.
I would not. Yeah, Kimberly, it does suck, man.
Yeah.
Angel's he's gonna dig over here for a little
Thanks,
bit.
Kate.
Angel's digging, clearing out the bugs. Somebody told me dogs do that because the wolves used to do that to make sure there was no bugs before they lay down. I don't know if that's true, but
yeah, it does, Kimberly.
Thanks, Marge.
Hello from Poland. Over on TikTok.
Oh, really? Awesome.
All right, TikTok crowd, I am going to hop off of my live because I've hit my 90-minute time limit. I got to get up and walk around and move. Thank you, everybody on TikTok who joined me this evening. I'm probably... Hello, South Dakota.
Come on, buddy.
I'm probably going to do this live on TikTok every time we go live on YouTube. So every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, West Coast time.
Well, I'm going to connect this stream to TikTok. So it'll just be one stream, so you don't have to do that, and the chat will be integrated.
All right, cool. All right.
But you can tell everybody, on TikTok. I'm going to stay on
guys
for a half hour on YouTube.
Oh, my brother's going to stay on for another half hour, 45 minutes or so.
Well,
so if you guys want to hang out.
Hold on now.
I mean, sometimes you do.
Don't be embellishing.
My brother's going to remain live on our YouTube page until midnight if you guys on TikTok want to come hang out.
That's bullshit, man.
I'm lying. All right. See you guys, TikTok.
Yeah, Angel. Okay, buddy. All right. Let me see if I can switch my thing over here to...
Oh.
What? You're still here.
Well, Aaron was saying something about diamonds. So apparently I got 13,000 diamonds.
What's that mean?
I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means.
Does anybody know what that means?
I'll ask Aaron.
Good job,
I'm not
buddy.
quite sure.
You did it. Oh, look at that face.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to hop off of YouTube as
Jennifer
well.
said,
Thanks, everybody in the comments.
Jennifer said overselling Falcon. That's right. It's not cool.
I mean, is it even possible to oversell Falcon? I mean, come on now.
That's a good point.
Will Westmoreland in the comments. There we go.
Will, great to see you, man.
One of my favorite people.
Welcome.
One of my absolute favorite people.
We got to have Will on
Dude
this
has
live.
The patience of a saint, which I myself do not.
That is an understatement. Good to see you, Will. Happy to have you here. So we're about to go into the...
Yes, Brooke has a valid question. When Hawk leaves, do we talk shit about him? The answer to that question is yes.
We can.
You can if you want to.
That is an option.
That is a totally acceptable scenario.
Usually what happens is we go into the chill room and wind things down and co-regulate and try to...
That's right. There are deep breaths involved.
For those of you that are anywhere near a bedtime hour, I'll just lull you to sleep. And it's just an opportunity to chill.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you guys next week.
Hawk's signing off here, so let me switch this over. All right. You guys still hear me? Yeah, I'll talk you down off the ledge. That's the idea. Chill with Falcon. Chill with Falcon, and tonight also with Angel. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I think you can. Let me see here. Let's see what we got going here. My volume, yeah, it turns me down for some reason. Turn myself back up and not figured that out yet. All right. Talk us off the ledge so we can fall asleep. Yeah, that's the idea. Hawk is like a big brother. Hawk is the big brother. That's exactly what he is. So, yeah. Slow it down. Take some deep breaths. I got my buddy here. Oh, look at that. Look at that face, man. Here comes Hawk. He's going to do a flyby. I don't know, Kimberly. I don't know what the... Oh, really? You guys, this is chill time, man. Come on. All right, everybody's getting activated. Yes, I do have curly. My hair is kind of like, it's straight and curly, but if it gets really long, it gets curly. I was very curly in high school. Tia said, is Wiseacre married? Yes. Home state, Colonel Mitch, is Ohio. Your dog's barked hello back to Angel. That's nice. Lisa said, how many years apart? We're 14 months apart. So a little more than a year. So yeah. You can lay down, buddy. Nobody's going anywhere. Angel gets very activated when the little dogs get going. We could do a little meditation on the way out. You want to lay down, buddy? Huh? Oh, are you going to go check something out over there? He's going to just... he's going to go check out the... Somebody asked if Angel had a beagle. No, he's a purebred whippet. He's checking out the rawhide situation over there. Come here, bub. Come on. Oh, God. All right, chill out. Just relax. Kate wants to know if we have Irish blood. I think we do, don't we?
Yes.
Yes.
On mom's side.
On our mother's side. I don't know how you know that, but I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. Thanks, Tia. Yeah. Wiseacre made that logo for me with the F, since Hawk had one with the H.
No, you guys are staying here.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but if your nervous system is activated and you're trying to downregulate and you start to yawn, that's a really good sign. So if you start to yawn, make sure that yawn like fully expresses, because that's your parasympathetic nervous system taking over. Yeah, Angel's pretty chill. What do you think, buddy? Hawk went outside, so he's everybody's looking out the window. Oh, Bjorn, Norway. 3:39 a.m. What are you doing awake, man? Are you a night owl? NB, how do I get the H by my username? I think that's if you become a channel member on our YouTube channel. I think that's how you do that. Yeah, Angel is beautiful. Look at that dog, man. I mean, I was just looking at him today and I was like, damn, you are such a cute dog. And I see him all the time every day because he's a Velcro dog. Nicole, welcome. Thank you for coming. Tia said he puts on a coat outside in California. You know, where we live in California, like today it was, I mean, I was wearing shorts and flip-flops today, but as soon as that sun goes down, it gets chilly. So Michelle, we're going to Nashville to see the Bulwark live. Yeah. Only one MG patch says, I like to think my nervous system isn't activated, but it is no matter how much I want to believe it's not. I mean, it's hard to not have an activated nervous system right now. It's just constant, you know. And our nervous systems throughout the day, they're not static, you know. We go through lots and lots of different nervous system states. They're very fluid and very flexible. But when we get pushed over threshold into like a state and we get stuck there is when it gets tough. Chris says, how are you, Falcon? It's a good question. I feel a lot of anger and disgust. I feel the impact of the dysfunctional leadership of our country, which is just like a big family, you know. So it's like a very large family where the father of the family is a mentally ill, malignant narcissist that can only hurt people and doesn't care. And all the I feel actually more disgusted by the Marco Rubios, the people that know better, the people that don't have that pathology, but they're capitulating and aligning with it, and they know better, you know. That's the most disgusting part to me. And those people are going to pay the biggest price for this. You know, Marco Rubio is not an old man. He has a lot of life to live, and he's not going to have a good life. You don't get away with that, you know. And I don't mean from outside forces. I mean internally, your lived experience when you're living that far out of integrity. I don't believe you get away with it. I think you really pay a price for that. And I think that's not something that someone else has to intervene to make a reality. I think that's just human nature. You know, when you live that far outside of I mean, I believe Donald Trump is one of the most miserable human beings on the planet. But that's all that's left of him is pathology. Angel's really giving you guys a butt show here. Angel, come on, that's kind of rude, man. He's giving you his butt. But so, Dee Dee, that's a really good question, and that feeling tells you that you are in a narcissistically abusive relationship. When you start thinking that you're the crazy one, that is textbook narcissistic abuse. And we are all experiencing narcissistic abuse. That's it. That's what we're doing in this country right now. Or if you think of, I don't know if any of you are familiar with IFS therapy, internal family systems, but you can think of a family, you know, as what we know of as a family, like mother, father, children, this and that. And you can think of that as a community as a family. You can think of a state. You can think of a nation as a family. You can think of a species or a globe. And our nation as a family is experiencing profound narcissistic abuse. Lola, hey, knock it off. So yeah, when you start thinking you're the crazy one, you are experiencing the effects of that abuse. And it's very important that you spend time interacting and interfacing with people that are not in that cult, that are not in that that abusive pattern, because you need to hang on to what's true and not doubt yourself. So it's good to be here because, you know, we're not doing that. Yeah, Isabella, I mean, anyone who's been subject to narcissistic abuse in the past, this is very traumatizing to experience. This is re-traumatizing because it's so familiar, and you can even, you can have completely recovered from that abuse, and this experience can bring it all back. We live in multiple timelines at once, and for the parts of us that lived in that timeline when we were in that narcissistic abuse, living in this timeline can be incredibly difficult. Now, Holly says, what's the difference between a whippet and a greyhound? A whippet is pretty much just a small version of a greyhound. Angel's over there trying to see if there's any food spilled on the floor. That's right, Yogi. It's re-traumatizing. Yeah, whippets are just small greyhounds, basically. They have little differences. I've had both. I had a big greyhound that was about 90 pounds. Incredible, amazing dog. So yeah, Kimberly, if your mom was a narcissist, this is familiar. It's familiar territory for me as well. So, but I don't think that those people, Trump is the kind of, he's a narcissist to a point where there's nothing left but pathology. He's literally just a walking, talking example of pathological narcissism. There's no human qualities left in him. There's no empathy. He doesn't have a moment in his life where he looks at someone or something without a transactional element. And that's the loneliest you can be as a human being. He is alone in this world. And he's lost. He's never going to change. That pathology is going to play out. He's a sociopath. I mean, it is a whole other level. He's a sociopath. There's all kinds of stages of narcissism and levels of narcissism, and we all, as human beings on this planet, have narcissistic tendencies. You'd be lying to say that we don't have those tendencies. It's a human experience to have those tendencies on a very subtle, small level. Nothing like what we're witnessing. But, he's the type of narcissist that also surrounds himself with other narcissists, I was listening to a knitting cult lady, and she said that cult leaders have two options. They can surround themselves with other narcissists, or they can surround themselves with highly functioning bureaucrats. But if they do the latter, they can be far more effective, but they have to give up some of their power, I think is how she phrased it. And Trump will never give up his power. So he's the type that surrounds himself with narcissists. But the problem there is that as soon as any of those other people start to get a little too much attention or credit or power, that he's got to get rid of them. They got to go. So you never really form that kind of thing. I get it, Hope. If you don't want to listen to that, it's fine. Some people don't like to listen to Trump talk, but it's not Trump talk to me. This is to me, this is important to understand what we're experiencing, and we are experiencing narcissistic abuse. It's plain and simple. So if you've experienced that before, some kind of trauma like that, then this is going to be activating on a whole other level. It's already activating just on a human level, on a level of, just humanity, the cruelty, the things that are being done just for no reason. But if you've experienced that type of abuse before, it's triggering on a whole other level. So if you're experiencing that kind of stuff, it's totally normal. It's totally to be expected, and it requires more work to stay grounded and to stay present and to stay regulated you know, and sometimes I'm dysregulated by all this stuff and I can't find a path back to being truly regulated. That's not abnormal. So just want to normalize that shit because it's hard. It's really hard. You know, I've had experiences lately where I can feel really ventral and grounded and regulated in one moment, and then an hour later I feel completely sympathetic and activated. And you know, good night, Paige, thanks for being here. It's not easy to maintain in this, you know, because it's not and we're not imagining that there's a constant threat present. It's real. It's real. And so how do we respond to threat? You know, fight, flight, freeze, fawn. So it's normal to be going through that. But how do we regulate? How do we get through a day? I think meditating, cutting back social media, being aware of your state, knowing when reaching for the phone and getting on TikTok is a bad idea. Yeah, Lynn, that's a good point. I didn't know what that felt like. Lynn said, I'm not sure what being normally regulated actually feels like. I don't think I knew what that felt like until last year, maybe. Yeah. It takes a lot to get there. If you're in a trauma healing kind of pattern and doing that work, it takes a lot. But, you know, yeah, freeze, Nicole said freezing. Freeze is a very common response. I feel that a lot. Yeah, Hope, I get it. I know what you mean. Mindfulness and self-care, Mobius says, that's it. And that means a lot of different things to different people, but self-care and mindfulness, like self-care to a whole other level right now, is valid and warranted and necessary. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Mischievous Metal Maven, crocheting. If you have some kind of something that, you know, we're all different, so different things can make us feel calm. And I lived at this place for a while where I had this big window that looked out onto these oak trees in front of this sofa, and I would sit there and watch these trees. And I realized that seeing the leaves on these trees kind of flowing in the wind was one of the most regulating things for my nervous system. I never knew that. I just discovered it by experience. So anywhere I am that I can find trees and look at, if it's even slightly breezy, I can find that as a regulating resource. What are you looking at, buddy? An angel is a regulating resource too. So finding those things that down-regulate your nervous system and bring you, and even if you're able to shift your nervous system like 0.1%, that's an enormous shift. I learned that from someone that kind of taught me this stuff, that just a tiny, tiny little shift is enormous, you know. Hanging out with chickens and horses. Horses are really, really regulating, man. I wish I had access to spend time with horses, because I think that would be really cool. Yeah, Brenda says, work at a university, we walk every day. That's great. Movement, walking, co-regulating with other people, laughing, like Mark said, that's great, for sure. Animals, nature, ocean waves, no doubt. Music is a huge regulating resource for me too. I learned too that I learned a lot from this woman named Sarah Baldwin. She's probably one of the smartest trauma healing people I've ever seen or heard. And she said that you can make playlists that attune to your nervous system state, and that it can be regulating. So even if it's like, if you're feeling sympathetic and a lot of anger and all that, you can throw on a heavy metal playlist. Or if you're feeling really down and dorsal, you can put on a really dorsal, mellow playlist, and it just attunes to your nervous system state and helps you kind of move through those places. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's great to see what you guys used. Music. Oh, thanks, Joanne. Yeah, I mean, trauma is trauma. It's just, it's trauma is not about what happened. Trauma is about a sustained experience of not having an attuning witness. Like, going through the things that you're experiencing become traumatic when you don't have someone to help you process the experience. So it just gets stuck in your body. Yeah, that's it, Erin. Sarah Baldwin coaching. She's lived it. She's lived the whole thing. She's experienced, incredibly intense trauma most of her life, and she found her way to the things that, to me, are core, like somatic experiencing, polyvagal theory, all the things. But trauma, I think it's Peter Levine said, has some statement of like, trauma isn't what is the experience, or I don't know, something about not having, you don't have an other, this regulated other person, usually a parent, to help you process what you just experienced. It's like you can, for a simple example, a kid can go to school and get bullied and maybe beat up by a bully and come home. Well, there, in a healthy family, there are two or one regulated adults to help that person, help that child and their nervous system process that experience, process the emotions, understand the emotions, kind of metabolize that experience. Without that, it just gets stuck in the body, and then it happens again. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Audrey. Trauma is not what happened to us, but what we hold inside in the absence of an empathetic witness. That's it. So without that witness, that trauma just gets stuck in your body, and then for like people with CPTSD or people who live in very dysfunctional environments who are being re-traumatized, it just gets over and over and over again and stuck and stuck and stuck. So yeah, thanks for that, Audrey. That's the quote. Trauma is not what happens to us, but what we hold inside in the absence of an empathic or empathetic witness. And I've heard Peter Levine say this, and I've heard other people say this, that, I mean, Peter Levine in particular, that he's, and I think the other person, Pete Walker, who wrote the book CPTSD, From Surviving to Thriving, he said he had clients with just unspeakable traumatic experiences that had empathetic witnesses to help them process it. And he said they were so highly functional and not traumatized. It's not about the thing that happens. It's about the sustained thing happening over and over again, and the lack of that witness. So, you know, it's really, you know, they're you know, and the other thing that Pete Walker talks about is that because we tend to think as humans, these traumas that people go through, and we think, oh, this isn't that bad, that's worse, and all these things, but the Pete Walker said that neglect can be one of the most severe forms of trauma. In the patients that he saw, the most traumatized people were those that they didn't suffer physical abuse, they just were neglected, ignored as a human. So it's, yeah, Shiloh, I get it. This experience of life right now in this country is hard for empaths, because we can't just turn it off. We can't just, you know, but we have to be careful what we ingest. But it's hard for me because I also have this deep desire to be informed. And so, yeah, Mark, a therapist could be a sympathetic witness, a good therapist. Not all therapists, but a good therapist. So, you know, trauma work is hard fucking work, man. It is the hardest thing a human can do, I think. And it's honestly what many of these people, the Laura Loomers and the Kash Patels, these people are traumatized, and they don't deal with their trauma. So you hear the phrase traumatized people, or hurt people. That's it. That's what's happening. Thanks, Anna. Great to have you here. Appreciate it. Yeah, Robin, somatic experiencing SE therapy is critical for trauma survivors. It's critical. It's probably the most effective, one of the most effective things in trauma healing is SE work, for sure. Yeah, that's right. Disappearing was what was safe. That's what I did. I learned from pre-verbal stage to dissociate. So I did for 50 some years. And it's great. It's a great survival technique until it starts to cost you everything in your life, you know. Yeah, somatic work helps PTSD for sure. Oh, that's great, Billy. I'm glad that this helps you. I mean, it's part of why I wanted to create this live, was just to, so we can create some community and be here together and laugh, and you know, also this, just, you know, I don't know, just kind of, we still have 400 people here. That's a lot of co-regulation, you know, to just hang out and be together. And thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, people say that my voice is calming. I just feel lucky that that's true. Oh yeah, sorry about your house fire, Mark. That's traumatizing for sure. Finding a good therapist is really key. Yeah, and there's you know, I think at a very young age, if you have a background of that stable home where you have safety. Somebody else I love is Thomas Hubel. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. Hubl. I think he's a German guy. He works a lot on relational healing, and that's what we're doing right now, is just relational healing, like witnessing and being witnessed. But he has a online course about attunement, and it's just really good, man. It's really profound. Talks about how, the way things are supposed to work is, you're a child, you have these attuning parents, you can go out into they can attune to your emotions, help you process. But it's like he gives the example of a small child coming up and saying, "Daddy, Daddy, I'm scared." I mean, I practice this. I don't have kids, but I do this with Angel all the time. And the parent can respond in a number of ways, and sometimes that response is, "Oh, there's nothing to be scared of. Everything's fine." Well, that's an intellectual response to an emotional need. So, a better way is to attune to that child's emotion, and sometimes as humans, we have not been trained, at least in our culture, to be able to tolerate uncomfortable emotions. So what we have been trained to do is make them go away by any means necessary. So that's why you can be with somebody and you can be upset and they tell you to calm down. They're not telling you to calm down for your sake. They're telling you to calm down for their sake, because they can't handle your emotions. They can't handle your nervous system state. So they want to change it as quickly as possible so they feel better. But this kid comes up and says, "Daddy, Daddy, I'm scared." You pull that kid in and say, "Oh yeah, I know, I understand. I feel scared too sometimes. What does that feel like? Really attune to the emotions." I know Lola dropped her bone. And be present with that child, with their emotional state, and to just let them feel that and feel held and feel safe while they feel that emotion. So then, once you go through that emotional process, then you can move to the intellectual and say, "Hey, look, I just want to show you there's no threat here. Everything's totally okay. We're safe. You're here with me. I'm not going to let anything happen to you." And so, thanks, LJ. Good to see you. So it's like, just kind of, but that attunement course is amazing, because he goes into, it's like a 5 or 6 part series where he talks about the nervous system and co-regulation, and just it's all the beautiful elements of relational healing. Because in order to recover and properly heal from trauma, we need to heal the relational piece. It's really critical. But yeah, that's right, Peg. Just when people just tell you to let it go, I'll just let it go. It's like, no, I'm not, that doesn't work, Mikhail says, "If you do not have a witness, how do you get rid of anxiety?" I mean, you can, first thing, the number one requirement for any of this is you have to have safety. If you don't feel safe, you cannot, you can't do it. Your nervous system is smarter, will outsmart you every time. It's a survival mechanism that's been in place for way longer than you've been alive. So if you don't feel safe, there are parts of your nervous system that are going to automatically take you to a place of safety. And that can be dissociation, that can be full shutdown, that can be sympathetic activation, that can be freeze, whatever. If you don't feel safe, you can't do this work. So the number one thing is to find safety in your environment. And then number 2 would be to find safe people who can hold space for you. But you can do some of this work yourself, and you can learn and titrate into those uncomfortable feelings to where you start to feel safe feeling them. but it takes time and repetition, and sometimes you'll throw yourself over threshold and it'll be too much and you'll get overwhelmed. It's messy, man. I saw a diagram of like, it's not a straight line. It's like this squiggly line, and there's so many times when, you know, you'd be 2-3 years into trauma healing and you're like, man, I just feel like I'm back at day one, because your nervous system is neurons and neural pathways, and they're well formed, you know. So yeah, Peg, I'm with you. I didn't feel safe until my 50s. Same thing until I found this work, and even then it took a long time. But so yeah, and another really important thing is to just give yourself grace. You know, this is hard. You're allowed to feel shitty and fuck up and make mistakes and have bad days and get stuck, you know. It's really important to just be kind to yourself and to find self-compassion is such a big piece, you know. The self-critic is so brutal. It's one of the hardest things to work with. But yeah, we create new neural pathways. But man, it's hard work. It's like Sarah says, it's like going through a briar patch with a butter knife. It takes time. But there's goodness along the way, and healing. It's a worthy. I mean, I always just thought, like, what else are you gonna do? Just give up, and that's what a lot of people do. I mean, that's the whole fucking Trump administration is full of people who just decided they're not gonna ever deal with any of their shit, you know. But oh, I'm so sorry, Jessica. It's so hard. St. Louis tornado, yeah. I'm so sorry about that. It's really hard. And, you know, being in community is critical. Finding a good community doesn't have to be a lot of people. But again, that's why I wanted to kind of create this community, you know. But I do feel the urge to do some more meditations and make those available, because I think it's helpful. It's helpful for me, you know. And for tonight, I would just, you know, take some deep breaths. We can just sit here and breathe for a little bit. And just feel what's present, if it's tolerable. And if it's not, you know, find something that makes you feel better, that's not self-destructive. Peg, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. And send Jessica some good vibes, you know. So much of it is about just trying to be in our bodies, you know. And so for so many people, being in our bodies doesn't feel safe, and it's hard to, it takes time to come back to the body to have it feel safe. It wasn't a safe place for me. Yeah, it's really important to not push too hard, you know. If something feels overwhelming, that's a sign that it's over threshold, you know. But yeah, we can do this on a regular basis, you know. It's helpful, I think. Just a shared felt experience. And Shyla says, any tips for waking up at 4 a.m. every night? Yeah, the monkey mind is hard. I would just, you know, if you can, just try to redirect your attention to your breath. Anything that can help you feel present. And just allow what's there, you know. Cheryl said, I don't think I've ever felt normal. You know, Cheryl, it's like that Krishnamurti quote. It's like it's not healthy to, and it's not normal to feel healthy. You know, I don't know. Somebody can look it up. My brain's not functioning right now, but it's not normal to feel good in a society that's unhealthy or something like that. But so yeah, what is normal, you know? If you felt normal in this culture, in this society, I would call that a problem, you know? Thanks, Shar. Yeah, that you can look up that quote. I would do it, but I'm too lazy right now. Yeah, put your hand on your heart. Just feel what's there. Feel what's present. White noise. There's all kinds of tricks. Anything that helps your nervous system downregulate, you know. Yeah, Mark, wake up at 3 a.m. You know, I used to do that all the time, man. I used to not be able to sleep past 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. But I can sleep. I sleep so good now. There's nothing more incredible than sleeping with a regulated nervous system, man. It's heaven. I don't always have it, but man. Melissa said, would you consider doing a live regularly? Yeah, I think that's valuable. I think I can do it after this live, but I can also do it another time. Yeah, thank you, Cameron. There's no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. That's it. That's a true statement. And we are a profoundly sick society. We got it all backwards. So yeah, if you don't feel normal, I would count that as a good thing. Yep. But sleep is important, man. Sleep is when the brain repairs itself. It's when the nervous system cleans itself up. But man, it's the first thing to go when shit hits the fan, isn't it? But yeah, I think. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Thanks for being here. I think coming to this live, and even though this is just a chat, when I see you guys chat and I see the names over and over again, and you guys see the same people here over and over again, we're creating community. It's creating a feeling of familiarity, of repetition, showing up again and again, and feeling like this is a safe space to hang out. I get to know some of these people, and that's the point. That's the co-regulation point, you know. I think it's invaluable right now with what we're all experiencing. So yeah, we'll keep doing it. And it'd be cool. I think, you know, you guys are talking about a healing live. I think that's kind of cool. Could be like just regulation, but it'd be cool to do that and have some people. Thanks, Metal Maven. Appreciate you being here as always. It'd be an interesting thing to consider having other people, people who know more about this stuff than me, or people that I've learned from, to have them on. And yeah, it'd be kind of cool. So I will consider that. And so, but I think I'm gonna bug out. 7:21. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys as always. Appreciate it. Good laughs, good fun. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. It helps us out. And yeah, you know where to find us. Yeah, I agree. This live has really nice people in the comments. Very cool. Yeah. Thanks, Aaron, as always, for being here. Appreciate it. I don't think I ever got back to your email, but I will. It's on my list. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Appreciate everybody being here. It's without you guys, this thing's would just be pointless. I'd just be sitting here talking to myself. So, you know, we always have a good group that hangs on to the end. So some of you are up late, so appreciate it. So till next time, you guys can come back and watch this if you want. It'll be on our channel, public. So yeah, good seeing you all. Catch you next time. I'm gonna figure out how to stop this thing. You guys can hang out here and chat for a little bit, I think, afterwards. So, all right, see you guys later.